Thank you, Meg, for that powerful message. It's a great reminder for all of us. So the theme of today's anniversary march is End Violence Against Women. And among the issues that are particularly salient to this theme are the concerning amendments being proposed by the Department of Education to Title IX, a federal civil rights law in the United States that was passed as part of the Education Amendments of 1972. Title IX states that no person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Sexual misconduct, including sexual harassment, is an active form of gender-based discrimination. If you or someone you know has experienced sexual harassment, I invite you to raise your hand. So Betsy DeVos, the current Secretary of Education, has proposed changes to Title IX that would severely narrow the definition of behavior classified as sexual harassment. The proposed changes define sexual harassment as unwelcome conduct on the basis of sex that is so severe, so pervasive, and objectively offensive that it denies a person access to the school's education program or activity. In other words, survivors may have to endure repeated and escalating harassment before they can file a Title IX complaint obliging their school to act, since their trauma would have to be so severe that they no longer have access to their education. You have an opportunity right now until January 28th to make comments online about this proposed rule change that could make a difference on whether or not this rule change will go into effect. We have a community member here, Diane Baumgart. Where are you, Diane? She's right here. She has some forms with information about how to do this. So please take one and make your voice heard on this very important issue. We are so fortunate to have amazing organizations on the Palouse that work every day to end sexual violence. One such organization is Alternatives to Violence of the Palouse, which has been providing services to our community since 1980. Here to share some thoughts on the importance of this work and how you can get involved in supporting it is Amy Vols, coordinator of ATVP's Sexual Assault Services.
Hello, my name is Amy Bolton. I work for Alternatives to Violence of the Palouse, where we advocate every day for survivors of domestic and sexual violence right here in our community. And I just want to thank you so much for showing up today, for showing up for women, for showing up for women's rights, and for showing up for survivors. And what a year it's been. Violence against women has been a national conversation, thanks to the bravery of women like Tarana Burke and Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. But violence against women is also a local issue. In the last year, we served over 350 survivors of domestic violence and over 130 survivors of sexual assault on the Palouse. These numbers are simply too high. Violence against women is being committed at extremely high rates against those who are most vulnerable in our communities. Trans women, women of color, homeless women, women with disabilities, sex workers, and our youth. And we need to remember that the vast majority of this violence is not committed by strangers. It's committed by spouses and family members and employers and friends and classmates. Everyone on the Palouse deserves to feel safe when they attend school, or when they come to college, or when they go to work, or when they go to the store. And I believe that everyone on the Palouse deserves to feel safe in their own homes. Yeah! Everyone on the Palouse deserves dignity and respect regardless their gender, their income, their race, or their sexual identity. We must continue to amplify the voices of survivors and activists and come together in solidarity for change. And men, you're here. We need you as allies. We need you to have conversations with men and boys in your life about how you feel about these issues. And we need all of you to help us at ATVP End Violence. Here are 3 things you can do. You can become a hotline volunteer for us. We fielded over 3,000 calls on our 24-hour local hotline in the last year. You can donate money to local organizations here on the Palouse working for equality and peace. And most importantly, you can have courageous conversations with the people in your life to let them know that you do not tolerate violence against women and girls. So, if you want to learn more about how to do these things, please connect with us at ATVP. You can find our number and contact info on our website, atvp.org. We need you to rise up. We are truly stronger together. Thank you.